Life doesn't defeat those who understand human nature. Most people fail not because of bad luck, but because they don't see reality clearly. Today, I'm sharing Machiavelli's brutal truths that will change how you see the world. Picture this: a man sits in his car, just fired. His hands tremble as he calls his wife. "I don't understand," he says. "I did everything right." But here's what he missed: he was too predictable. Everyone knew his next move. And predictable people get replaced. By the end of this, you'll learn 8 principles that separate winners from losers. These truths have worked for 500 years. Drop in the comments, "I control my destiny." The illusion of weakness. Why do most people feel powerless? Because they believe lies: work hard and you'll succeed. Be nice and people will respect you. Follow the rules and you'll win. Look around. Where are the nice guys now? Still waiting for someone to notice them. Still hoping fairness exists. Machiavelli saw what most refuse to accept: the world rewards strategy, not loyalty. When you're predictable, people use you. When you wait for permission, opportunities pass you by. Machiavelli said, "It is safer to be feared than loved." He wasn't teaching cruelty. He was teaching reality. Once you see how things really work, you can finally win. The illusion breaks when you realize nobody owes you anything. Principle 1. See through human nature. Your biggest mistakes come from misreading people. You see what you want to see, not what's really there. You think everyone thinks like you. They don't. Every person acts in their own interest. Even when they help you, they get something back: recognition, feeling good, or future favors. This isn't cynical. It's truth. Machiavelli said, "A deceiver will never lack victims." Look at your coworkers, your friends, your family. They all have their own agenda. Once you understand this, you stop being naive. You watch what people do, not what they say. Notice patterns, spot fake generosity, see what really motivates them. The overly trusting get used. The overly suspicious stay alone. The wise trust selectively and dominate. Drop in comments, "I see clearly now." Principle 2. Control your reactions. People don't judge you by what happens to you. They judge you by how you react. Watch someone lose their temper in traffic. In seconds, they look weak. When you react emotionally, you look insecure, you seem desperate, you lose respect. Machiavelli said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few know who you really are." Think about the last time someone tested you. Did you get defensive? Did you justify yourself? Did you lose your cool? Masters pause. When challenged, pause. When questioned, pause. When pressured, pause. In that pause, you take back control. This doesn't mean show no emotion. It means use emotions strategically. Show patience to gain power. Show kindness to build trust. Show strength when tested. The person who controls their reactions controls the room. Drop in comments, "I choose my response." Principle 3. Use respect and boundaries together. Here's a hard truth: being too nice makes people take you for granted. When you're always available, your value drops. But being too strict pushes people away. Winners blend both. They're respected for their skills. They're also firm with their boundaries. They're the calm, confident presence everyone notices. Machiavelli said, "Fear preserves you by dread of punishment, which never fails." Look at influential people around you: bosses, mentors, leaders. They're friendly but firm. How to build this: say no without explaining. You don't owe justifications. Walk away from time wasters. Your energy matters. Stop helping those who never help back. One-way streets lead nowhere. Cut draining relationships. Protect your peace. When people realize your time is valuable, they respect you. Respect brings influence. But boundaries must be fair and consistent, not random or harsh. The yes man gets ignored. The no man gets isolated. The strategic man gets power. Drop in comments, "I command respect naturally." Principle 4. Turn setbacks into insight. When someone betrays you, they're not just hurting you, they're teaching you. They're showing you who they really are. Their priorities. Their character. How they handle pressure. Most people get emotional when let down. They cry, complain, replay it endlessly. This drains you. Winners use betrayal as data. Machiavelli said, "People reveal themselves when they think they're safe." Last time someone disappointed you, what did you learn? how they treat commitments, what they value, how they act under stress. This information is gold. The deeper lesson: disappointment comes from ignoring red flags. You wanted to believe in them, so you ignored the warning signs. The person who learns from setbacks, watches for patterns, notices when words don't match actions, sees conditional loyalty, understands hidden motives. This isn't paranoia. It's preparation. Each setback makes you sharper, wiser, stronger. Drop in comments, setbacks teach me. Principle 5. Master detachment. Winners aren't desperate for anything. They want success, but don't need it for happiness. They enjoy relationships, but don't depend on them for self-worth. This creates unshakable confidence. When you're not desperate, you decide from strength. When you can walk away, people respect you. When you're not attached to outcomes, you make better choices. Most people live in constant need, needing approval, needing their job, needing relationships. This neediness makes them weak. Machiavelli said, "He who neglects reality for ideals hastens his ruin." Detachment doesn't mean not caring. It means caring intelligently. The detached person leaves bad situations because they value peace over fear, stands up at work because they're ready to find new opportunities, attracts respect because they respect themselves. When you're not desperate, you become magnetic. When you're not needy, you become valuable. When you're not attached, you become free. How to develop detachment: have options. Never rely on one job, one income, one relationship. Build internal worth. Stop seeking validation. Build skills. Create a life you love alone. Practice walking away from bad deals, toxic people, draining situations. The person who can walk away from anything can negotiate anything. Drop in comments, I am freely powerful. Principle 6. Harness silence and mystery. Mystery creates power. The less people know about your plans, the more they respect you. The less you explain, the more weight your words carry. Most people talk too much. They explain everything. They share plans before acting. They reveal weaknesses. Machiavelli said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few know what you really are." Silence creates space. When you pause before responding, people notice your composure. When you don't overshare, they respect your discretion. Masters speak less and observe more. They ask questions instead of talking about themselves. They listen for insights. They understand others while keeping their own plans private. This isn't antisocial. It's strategic. You can be friendly without exposing yourself. Social without losing your edge. Think about powerful people you know. They don't reveal every decision. They keep details private. Others wonder, while they maintain control. How to harness silence. Stop explaining yourself to those who didn't ask. Keep plans private until they're done. Embrace pauses in conversation. The person who speaks less often says more. The person who shares less often knows more. The person who maintains mystery holds the most power. Drop in comments, mystery is power. Principle 7. Shape fortune through boldness. Some people wait for the perfect moment. Others create it. Some hope for luck. Others make their own. Some wait for permission. Others just move. Machiavelli said, "Fortune controls half our actions, but we direct the other half." Most people are reactive. They respond to life instead of shaping it. They wait for opportunities instead of creating them. Winners don't wait for perfect conditions, because they rarely exist. They don't wait for permission, because no one's coming. They don't wait for guarantees, because life offers none. This isn't reckless. It's calculated. The person who never risks gets nothing. The person who risks carelessly loses. The person who takes calculated risks wins. How to develop boldness. Start small, take manageable steps. Build confidence gradually. Assess risks. What's the worst that can happen? If you can handle it, move. Move decisively. Once you decide, act fast. Hesitation breeds doubt. Learn from experience. Not every move will work. That's fine. Each teaches you. While others wait for perfect timing, you act. While others plan endlessly, you execute. While others hope for luck, you create it. Drop in comments, I create my fortune. Principle 8. Build an untouchable identity. Your reputation is your most valuable asset. It opens doors money can't buy. It creates opportunities skills alone won't. It builds trust that takes years to earn. The untouchable person has a reputation for reliability, competence, and integrity. When they commit, they follow through. When they promise, they deliver. When they set a boundary, they hold it. Machiavelli said, "People judge by what they see, not what they feel." But an untouchable identity requires more than appearance. It requires genuine self-mastery. You can't fake confidence forever. You can't act unstoppable without actually building the skills, discipline, and mindset. Self-mastery has 3 parts: self-awareness, know your strengths and weaknesses. You can't improve what you don't understand. Self-discipline, do what you commit to. Show up when you say you will. Keep promises to yourself. Self-reliance, don't depend on others for happiness or worth. Don't wait for permission to live fully. When you combine reputation with self-mastery, you become untouchable. People can't undermine what's consistent. They can't control what's self-reliant. They can't influence what's grounded in confidence. Being untouchable doesn't mean isolation. It means engaging from strength. Building relationships without depending on them. Enjoying success without tying your identity to it. The choice is yours now you know Machiavelli's truths about power and influence. You understand that strength is earned, not given. That success favors those who act deliberately and see reality clearly. But knowledge without action is worthless. The question isn't whether these principles work. History proves they do. The question is, do you have the courage to use them? Will you see through human nature or stay blind? Will you control reactions or stay reactive? Will you set boundaries or keep being overlooked? Will you learn from setbacks or stay bitter? Will you practice detachment or stay desperate? Will you communicate strategically or keep oversharing? Will you take bold action or keep waiting? Will you build a strong identity or stay vulnerable? These choices determine everything. Remember, Machiavelli didn't invent these principles. He observed them. He studied human behavior and wrote down what works. He gave you the blueprint. Now build your life on it. Nothing can stop you if you understand these truths. But understanding isn't enough. You must apply them. Embody them. Become them. The world is waiting for you. Your future depends on your next move. Drop this final affirmation: I am empowered and unstoppable. The choice is yours. Make it count.